Rolling pattern for rotary stability. Set up with this drill. Take a half foam roller, a basketball, any kind of ball, and put it between your knee and your opposite elbow. You're going to extend your opposite arm and opposite leg as far away from your body as you can. And you're actively going to roll to the right side, down to the floor, and then roll back up. The goal is to not cheat by pushing off with your right arm or pushing off with your left leg. You have to engage your core, stabilize, to rotate side to side. If that is too challenging, take some type of a prop, whether it be a foam roller, a pillow, another ball. Setup would be in the same position and just shorten up the motion. Squeeze that roller, roll down as soon as you touch that prop, roll back up. And make sure you breathe. And remember, do not push off the ground with that right arm. Another drill for rotational stability. Shoulder taps. You're going to set up in a push-up position, feet shoulder width apart, hands right underneath the shoulders. You can take a prop to assist in understanding what your hips are doing in this drill by putting it a half a foam roller or a towel on your lower back. Action with this motion is take one hand and tap your opposite shoulder. And the goal is to keep the trunk and the hips completely stable, not having any rotation in the trunk. So that towel is going to give your brain feedback on what your hips are doing to understand the motion we don't want to see. Pile-off press for rotational stability. Setup is in a normal squat position. You're going to anchor some kind of tubing against a pillar. And motion with this is to press your arm straight out in front of you, and that band is going to try to pull you back towards this anchor point. Your goal is to resist that rotation in the trunk and in the upper body and just press straight in, straight out. Alternative drill for this would be set up in a split stance and perform the same motion. Straight out, straight in. Do not let that band pull you back towards the anchor point. Bird dog drill for rotational stability. Setup with this is knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders, toes pointed straight in the ground. You're going to extend opposite arm, opposite leg into full extension. Reach that arm, reach that leg. You're going to squeeze in, touch your knee to your elbow, and extend back out. What we want to see is a nice controlled motion, not a whole lot of wobbliness side to side. This is great for hip stability on the leg that is down and shoulder stability on the arm that is down. Glute bridge for rotational stability. Laying flat on your back, knees bent to 90 degrees, heels on the ground, toes off the floor slightly. Action with this motion is to lift your hips up into the air, squeeze in your glutes, make a straight line from the knees to the shoulders. Hold that position there and extend your right leg straight out. Don't let that right hip fall as you lift that leg off the ground, and then alternate side to side. You're preventing any kind of rotation in the trunk. So as you lift leg side to side, don't let your trunk rotate. That's the goal. Glute bridge for rotational stability, second variation. Lay flat on your back, legs propped up onto a box or a chair. You're going to take your thumbs and place them right on top of your hips. You're going to look at your thumbs. Your goal is to keep those parallel, keep them level with each other. Action is to lift your hips straight up in the air, squeeze your glutes, to make a straight line from your feet to your shoulders, and you're actively going to lift one leg off of the box about 6 inches, bring it back down, alternate side to side. Your goal is to keep your thumbs in line with your hips as you alternate. You do not want to see your opposite hip drop as that one leg comes off of the box.